Hello everyone and welcome to MNC Gamers. It's just Caroline here and we're going to start a new game today. So yesterday when I was playing we completed Ghost of Tsushima, which was really good. I really enjoyed it. I did say that I don't feel it's a game that I would probably go back to, but I'll still play it just now to complete a lot of the side quests because I know that there's a lot that I've missed. I mainly focused on the main story. But I've been told that there's so much that I've missed. So I'll just get the Twitch chat up on my phone. So I thought that it would be a good idea to start The Witcher 3. A lot of people have been recommending this to me. Martin's played it before, he loved it. So I'm just going to update this, sorry. Okay. That's us. That's it, all sorted. I'll keep the chat in front of me there just in case I miss anything. So let's start The Witcher 3. Are we excited? Yes, we are. Hopefully the sound is okay, hopefully the lighting is okay. I don't know whether to change it, it might be a wee bit too glowy. That's maybe a bit better, isn't it? I know I look really pale, but it's okay. I'm always pale. I'm a ghost. Hi Kelsey, how are you? I'm just about to start a new game, Kelsey. I'm good, thanks. How are you? I hope that you can hear me okay. Happy New Year's Eve to you. I'm sure if there's anyone watching and it's already New Year where you are, then I hope you all have a great New Year. I hope 2022 is so good to you. Hi Albatrax. Thank you so much guys for coming in so early in the game. We're going to start a new game today. I'm so excited. The Witcher 3. I've never played this game. Martin's played it. How are we all? Are you doing much for New Year? Have you got any plans?
I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains.
I know I always end up in the middle of streams, but I think my notifications are finally working. Ah, that's good. No, I appreciate you being here anyway, no matter when you pop in. Thank you so much.
Kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy
have you both played this before?
into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them?
Oh really, Kelsey? You've never heard of The Witcher? There's a programme on Netflix, The Witcher, and it's so good. Season 2 has just come out, but we're rewatching Season 1 again. You've played it, Albatrax? Do you think it's good?
Could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years, but a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon.
Yeah, seen people raving over the show. I haven't sat down and watched it. Oh, you would love it, Kelsey. It's so good.
Herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light?
Was it a game then a show? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm sure the game was out first.
Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
Oh. Oh, I'm so excited to play this. Oh, so new game. Martin's save is obviously on here. It was a book series, then games, now a show. Oh really? I didn't know that there was a... Oh well, I did think I know that there was books, but I didn't realise the books were before the game. Okay, so it's that one I want. Oh god. General Kenobi! Yes, I think tutorials would be good. Simulate Witcher 2 save? Off? Would that be, Martin? Simulate Witcher 2 save? I'm not sure what that... I'm not sure what that means. I've never played The Witcher 2. What should I choose there, Martin? Yes, Kelsey. There is books. On, Martin. Are you sure you want to start a new game? Any save data associated with previous autosave slots will be lost. Are you okay with that, Martin? Because I think it's your save that's on here. Hopefully it's okay. Yeah, that's good. Oh, here we go. Oofed. Aw, poor horse. Oh my god. Oh lord. I'm doing okay, thanks Kelsey. I'm assuming that you're talking to Martin there in the chat, but I don't know if he's seen it. The graphics look really good. So I've watched the programme, I've watched the first season with Martin, I've not seen the second one yet, and we're re-watching the first one now, again, before we watch the second one, so I'm probably going to be guessing, but is that Yennefer? I think. You don't need to tell me, but I think that might be Yennefer. Sorry Kelsey, how are you? I'm just letting Wells doing a bit of studying. It looks like Yennefer. Oh my god. How's the sound, guys? Is the gameplay quite loud compared to me, or...? I hope it all sounds good, because it sounds really loud for me, the gameplay. I've turned it down a bit in my headset. I'm a wee bit loud. Is that better, Martin? I'll be studying fun. This game looks awesome. I should watch a show. Definitely, Kelsey. I definitely recommend you watch a show. It's so, so good. You'll thoroughly enjoy it. Oh, what's that? I'm louder than the game. Oh god. I've turned it down a bit so that I can hear myself. Seems good to me. Hopefully that's okay now. I've turned it down a bit in my earphones. Oh, this is exciting. Keep an eye. Oh, how was I supposed to read that? Oh, toes. Ugh. 2 seconds. Oh, I won't let me do it. 2 seconds, guys. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Is that any better? Show me something good. Morty, hello. How are you? Oh my god. Naked scene.
It wasn't meant to amuse.
2 seconds, folks. I'll just be a wee second, folks. Just adjusting the audio. Hello, hello. Hello there.
It's midday already.
Thank you.
You
Sorry
promised
guys,
Ciri
Martin
you'd
had to come
train
in and
with
help
her.
me.
Go before Vesemir bores her to death with those etchings.
Dead ass. Oh, you're starting the ascent. I remember you telling Martin about that. I heard you telling him.
So, later then.
See you later.
Nicky people on the telly. Should have put a warning up. Thank you so much everyone for being here, I really appreciate it. But I wonder who that is. It looks like Yennefer a little bit. Oh, welcome to the tutorial. Welcome to The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This tutorial will introduce the game's core elements. Okay. Oh, McSorley, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Why leave? Oh, McSorley, I really appreciate it, honestly. The minimap in the upper right hand corner, oh I need to move my camera, of your display shows your current location and the surrounding area. Underneath the minimap you'll find the objectives for your active quest. Okay, just let me move the camera quickly. Hello folks, hopefully that's a bit better now, I can see the map. Novels are really good. Use your Witcher senses to find the key to the bedroom door. Oh, it is Yennefer.
See, I thought Ciri could stand to wait a little longer.
It's uninstructive, not to mention unreasonable.
Yeah, better go see Ciri.
Go and train with her, then come back. It'll give me a chance to put my face on.
Of all the women I've known, you're the only one who does that before.
You've known many.
What's it matter? Only ever thought of you.
I knew it would be Yennefer. Okay, Witcher senses hold L2. Is it in here then? Over here at this table? Jump. Okay. Camera's a wee bit... Okay, it must be in here.
You're running out of juice.
I know. You might bring me some more once you're done training.
3 novels fleshes out the Witcher games. Otherwise I was totally lost playing the games. The Witcher programme's so good. I've never played the game. Oh, what's over here? Huh. Is it the fire that I have to look at? Oh, it is. Need to find this key. Oh, there it is. I see it. There we go. Face him and press X. Go to the lower level. I want to get back into reading again. I have way too much free time with nothing to do. I know reading really does pass the time as well. I've got loads of books to read. I've been reading Stephen King's Cell. That's quite good.
Old Witcher's fast asleep. Ciri's disappeared somewhere, of course.
Novels cost around $8 to $15. That's not bad.
Guess she prefers practice to theory.
What?
Time to wake
so is that
up,
Ciri?
Master. These lessons so boring they put you to sleep too?
Damn it. After taking notes on ghouls and owl-ghouls, wanted to rest my eyes a bit.
That's nothing.
Making her slog through that brick?
But what
No wonder she
currency?
took off.
John of Bruges lacks flair, true, but he's reliable.
I think that's
Like the
dollars.
hogwash they print
American
now.
dollars.
She's tackling the pendulums, right?
Yeah,
How
US.
many times do I have to tell her? Don't train alone. It only embeds your errors. Bring our young damsel to the lower courtyard. If she wants to practice, she'll get to practice.
Don't get mad
Don't
at
get
her.
mad at her.
Why the hell not? The whippersnapper refuses to do as she's told.
You like that about her.
Fine. I suppose I'm partly to blame. But this has to end. Now. Killing monsters is not something to be taken lightly. Ciri must understand that, if she's to become one of us. I'll see you below.
Wrong. Now I see why you
I
were so
can do
eager
that.
to practice. Strike.
Oops. Oh, she's blindfolded.
You're not in this circus. Pirouette. Wrong. Footwork. Enough. Get down.
With a flip?
What do you think? All right. Take off the blindfold.
I can do that in my sleep. Oh, her eyes
You've
are
got
really
work
green.
to do. Your reflexes are still slow.
Maybe for a witcher.
Think drowners or striggers will go easy on you because you haven't undergone the mutations? Though in your shoes, I'd fear Vesemir more than any strigger. Disobeying his instructions? Unwise.
Well, yes, but
Blindfolded
it
noob.
was horribly dull.
I know. And you know that's no excuse.
I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
Better not. Vesemir said if it does, he'll make you eat a bowl of slugs covered in salt.
You!
Exactly. So you'd best behave. Come on. We'll practice with the others down below.
Shall we run the
She's
walls?
a lot younger than what she is in the programme, isn't she? Yes.
Of course. Is a Witcher school or an elven bathhouse?
Lead you to the bottom.
Join Serena run along the
Maybe if
ramparts
you
down to the
fall.
lower courtyard. Oh, jump is circle. Okay. Yeah, you noob. Oh, I wonder if I can change the sensitivity of the controls, because they're
What did I
really,
tell you
really
about
sensitive.
breathing?
I can hear that crackling noise. Control settings. Let's see if that helps. Let me see.
Through your mouth, in rhythm with your steps.
That's a bit better. Parkour! Parkour! Just gonna put it down a little bit more.
Siri,
Oh, that's a
cut
lot
it
better.
out.
Oh! Parkour! Oh, falling from high ledge can lead to injury. Oops. Hi Valhalla! How you doing? We are starting The Witcher 3.
Should I turn back and help you?
I win.
Your legs are longer. I'll show you that. Just need to throw it.
Oh, I need to go down there. There we are. Hungry, but no food until 5 to 6 your time. How about you? I'm doing good. I'm glad that I'm starting a new game. I've been wanting to play this for a while.
Yourself, young lady?
What are you going to have for your dinner?
I'm very sorry, Uncle Vesemir.
Young blood craves action, I understand that. But when you fight a beast, knowledge counts as much as your silver sword.
Oh,
At the very
lovely.
least, you ought to be able to
Sounds
tell a
good. I hope
ghoul
you enjoy
from an
it.
owl ghoul.
By markings, like unto the Panthera tigris that in Zerrikania dwells, and by the sickly paleness of its visage.
So you did read the chapter. Still, you should have asked if...
But you were asleep, Uncle Vesemir.
Don't try to weasel your way out of this.
A witcher must know how to trick his opponent. You said so yourself.
Might have. But don't use my words of wisdom on Vesemir, got it? That's playing with fire.
Fine, we've talked enough. Geralt, you're with me, Lambert with Eskel, Ciri with the dummy.
Again?
Stop groaning and grab a sword.
So I take it the series isn't really based off the game much.
What do you think? Should we start by
The game's
reviewing
got
the
its own
fundamentals
story.
or go right to free training?
Should work on the basics. Even skilled masters need to hone the fundamentals, and Ciri's barely
The game
a
does its own
novice.
thing. I thought that. Because I was saying that Ciri looks a lot younger in this than what she does in the series. I can hear that crackling, folks. I'm sorry, I don't know what it is. Witchers must be prepared to fight foes of all kinds, be they plate-clad knights, ethereal wraiths or bone-crushing giants. To match the strengths and exploit the weaknesses of different enemies, Witchers need to use a variety of weapons and combat techniques. The core tools of their trade are their swords, one steel for fighting humans and non-humans, the other silver for slaying monsters. Okay. Witchers have also mastered a simple form of combat magic. These signs are not as powerful as the spells wielded by mages, but they can be cast very quickly with simple one-handed gestures, making them quite useful in the heat of combat. Witchers are also adept in basic alchemy. They can brew powerful potions, blade oils and bombs, all of which give them a keen advantage when fighting stronger or faster foes. The show is kind of off the books, but not at all at some points. Ah, right, okay. That makes sense. Press R3.
Quick cuts. 1, 2, 3. Strong strike now. Give it all you got. Never lock your elbow when striking, young lady. Down.
Position, Ciri. Footwork. Remember.
To dodge to one side using L and press circle. Okay. To roll out of the way, press L and X.
Slow as a fly trapped in amber today. Do it again. Now, parry. Ciri, see how Geralt holds his sword? It's angled. Come on!
Oh!
At them.
Damn.
Oh, how did I do that? Hold L2.
What am I supposed to parry?
Right, okay.
Fighting a stupid dummy.
Pretend now, live later. Riposte! Strike!
Press L2 just
Counter-strike.
before your opponent strikes to perform a counter attack. Ah!
Maybe a storm's coming. What now?
Oh, I've done that wrong.
Jug killer.
Now, young lady, to bring the day to a close, we'll go over a few witches' signs. Let's start with Gwent.
I thought I'd done it. Ah. To cast the active sign, press R2.
Ciri, Gwent is sometimes called the Witcher's Shield. Now watch carefully to see why.
Colourblind mode.
Damn it!
Ciri's like 13 or 14 in the show and about 10 here-ish. Are you playing with colourblind mode? No. I don't know if you're being sarcastic, Valhalla. Quensign protects you against damage in certain critical effects.
Cast Igni, Geralt. I want to see sparks fly.
Igni.
See? If not for the Gwent sign, I'd be aflame by now. Hard, Geralt. Come on!
Cast the Arde sign. Oh, right, okay, I'm RGB colourblind. I don't remember the flowers looking like this. Oh, I don't know then, Valhalla. Display. Gameplay. Nope, I can't see anything there. Move the slider until the image is barely visible. Nope, I think that seems to be it. I don't know. More closely and then press R2.
See that, Siri? Ard will knock anyone or any... Who's next?
God, there's so much to do. Art.
Time for Axie. Damn it. I hate this feeling.
Axie.
Ugh. Axie can really muddle your mind.
There's so much to do in there.
Erden now. Show her, Geralt.
Oh, damn it.
See this, Siri? Couldn't move if I wanted to. Throw a bomb. Don't worry, Siri. Quen will dampen the blow.
Well, there's so much to do. It's not that important. It can just mess up the Witcher sense if you don't have it yourself. Ah. Hold R1 and aim at one of the highlighted training points and release. Okay. Combat tutorial is now over. If you want, you can continue training with Vesemir. To stop training, simply sheath your sword by holding. Okay.
Fine. Enough. Continue training at will. Ow!
I'm going to be rubbish at that. I think it'll take me a little while to get used to it.
Whoa! You really showed him, kid.
Siri, get down here.
I like that he bitch slapped you when you're putting your sword down, I know.
She's back. We'll set her to polishing all the swords at Kaer Morhen.
I noticed that.
Find that helmet. Siri? I'll make sure to find every last blade for you. What the?
Oh no, what is it? Oh my god.
Vesemir.
I've long awaited this, and you, White Wolf.
No!
Oh. Oh dear. I'm just going to make that a wee bit. That's better. I don't know, I've not seen them in the show Valhalla. We're rewatching the first season again. I've not seen the second season, so I don't know if they're in that one.
Had a nightmare.
About?
Take forever to explain.
Dawn's some way off. We've got time.
Started in the guest room at Kaer Morhen. I was relaxing in the tub, and next to me,
Triss?
Yennefer. Funny, isn't it? She's never been there. Seemed so real in my dream, though.
Was she nagging you about something? True to life, indeed. We'll find her.
In the dream, I went and found Ciri. Then we trained.
Those were the days. Little she-devil. I've trained kids who were faster, stronger, but none had her character. Didn't end well, did it? Your dream?
No. A wild hunt appeared, attacked Ciri. I couldn't move, stood there like a stump.
It was just a dream.
Ciri in my dreams might mean she's in danger.
That's the problem. It was more. In the past, when Ciri'd appear in my dreams, something was wrong. She was in danger.
We taught her how to defend herself from anything, wraiths included.
Okay, time to go.
Be dawning soon. Time to go.
Wait. Show me the letter from Yennefer. Might have overlooked some hint in there.
Didn't overlook anything. We were meant to meet in Willoughby. That's what she wrote. Meanwhile, one army or another burned the village to the ground. All we can do is follow her trail, so...
Stop talking for a minute and give me the letter. How about that? It does smell of lilac and gooseberries.
You were gonna read it, not sniff it.
We must meet. Soon. Willoughby near Vizima. Nothing else to guide us there. What's this postscript? I still have the unicorn?
Stuffed unicorn, we used it as a bed once.
Stuffed unicorn. Used it once or twice. In certain situations.
The things young folk get up to these days.
Back on topic. How's it look? How far behind Yennefer are we?
2 or 3 days. Trail's fresh. And it looks like it leads towards the main road. Could be muddled there. Wait, hear that?
I smell it. Ghouls.
Oh god, here we go already.
For this shit.
Life in the continent and in the Skellige Isles is nasty. Brutish and short, war lays waste to the land, and those it spares live in fear of the countless monsters lurking outside every town and village. Monsters are shown with a silver health bar above their heads, indicating that you should fight them with your silver sword. Ah. Wait, it's normally to bang on top of a stuff core. Apparently so. Apparently so, Val. Okay. You can regenerate vitality by eating or drinking, or by meditating for at least 1 hour. Food and drink can be placed in your consumable slots for quick use during combat. Press up or down to consume them and regenerate vitality. You have some food equipped in your upper consumable slot. Okay. Ah. Nice. Walk up to your horse and press X.
Ever tell you about this sorcerer I knew? Couldn't
Want to
stop
spend most of
talking
the time
about
in the
how
road in
useful they
search
are
of the
as
next
creatures.
contract. They must trek across wide valleys, climb over high mountain peaks, and trudge through thick bogs. Luckily, Geralt can always count on his horse Roach to help him in his travels. Okie dokie.
Because you can brew potions from their blood?
No, because by eating rotting corpses they prevent epidemics.
Did he know they eat the living as well?
No. Really upset him too. His theory collapsed.
It looks really good. Double press and hold X while moving to gallop.
War's not exactly going our way.
Hit right arrow.
The Northern Realms.
Oh no, how what's going to happen?
Radovid's realms, don't you mean? Temeria and Edirn are no more.
Ah, well done, Val.
Radovid's pledged to restore the old borders as soon as he wins the war.
Believe that?
Put my
Gotta
sword
believe
away.
something. It's what keeps us going.
Vesemir. Now I want to keep going in my game. Oh, now I want to
Slow
keep
now.
going in my
Whoa.
game. Problem being that I've beaten the game about 4 times plus the DLCs. I take it was really good then.
We going?
I'm looking forward to playing it.
Help me! Help!
You loved it. Have you seen the first season of the programme as well? I loved the programme. Oh, you've not seen it? It's so good. Oh my god. It reminds me of Buckbeak. Oh! Hi, Horsey. This is the type of music that's in the programme as well.
Has it gone?
Yeah. Come out.
Gods, that was close. I was sure I'd end up like my mare.
Provided you got lucky.
Your horse died quickly, but griffins like to toy with their prey. Eat it, alive, piece by piece.
Oh. You'd like a reward, I suppose.
You don't owe us a thing.
You don't owe us anything. You were in need. We helped.
And they call witches heartless. Say they won't lift a finger without pay.
They also say mice are born of rotting straw. Back to the trail?
Like I said, leads to the main road and ends there, muddled.
You seek someone?
Yes, a woman. Medium height, long black hair. Seen anyone like that?
No. But there's an inn here in White Orchard. Sole one around. Gets its share of travelers. Perhaps you'll learn something there. Besides, the innkeep's my cousin. Tell her Bram sent you. She'll treat you like family.
Not a bad idea. Especially since that wound needs cleaning.
Ah, beast barely grazed me. But sure, could use a good rye. Nice and cool, you know, straight from a cellar.
I don't like the guy that wrote
Let's
the
go.
books, so I kind of boycotted the books in the show. Ah. I think you would like the show though. The show's really good. Oh, griffins. Aye, half eagle, half tomcat, just like on the Lord's Crest, except this one was carrying me dead cow instead of a sceptre. Griffin Attack, witness name unknown. Griffins were once only found high in the mountains where they would hunt marmots and wild goats when humans encroached on their lands. However, griffins soon discovered a new source of much more plentiful and easier caught prey: cows, sheep and shepherds. Though still wary of main roads and towns where folk with the means to hire a witcher are like to dwell, these half-eagle, half-wildcat creatures have gone from rarities to oft-encountered pests known throughout the northern realms. Especially hated are the subspecies known as royal griffins and arch griffins. I've already had it spoiled by my little brother. Oh, that sucks. Well, we've been lucky we've not heard anything yet about the second season.
Hey-ya!
Oh,
So,
going too fast. We're on a road,
Griffin
hold
this close
X.
to the village. Strange.
My thoughts exactly. In the forest or the mountains, sure, but here? Near the main road.
Maybe it's the war. Corpses everywhere, the stench of blood, burnt flesh. Drives monsters crazy sometimes.
Men, too. We need to watch ourselves in White Orchard. And we should leave as soon as we learn anything.
You're nearing a village, don't disturb the peace. Remember, town guards and hired watchmen won't tolerate theft and also won't look kindly on you accosting others. Local residents often erect notice boards near settlements such as villages and cities. These are marked on your map. Examine them to learn about contracts, work for butchers and local happenings. Okay.
Looking for trouble.
Hold circle to dismount. Oh, wee cat. Wonder if you can clap the cat. Oh, awesome.
What? Take that.
I'd love to see that.
Trouble.
That is a coat of arms, the Temerian lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
Oh, we kitty cat. Oh, just walked right through him.
What? Witches?
I'll not drink with Weaver-lost freaks.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy round here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. Ran into your kinsman, Bram.
Bram? How is he?
Alive. Sends his regards.
Master Witches. Food and drink on the house. What can I get you?
Show me what you got behind the counter.
Buy and sell items using the shop panel. Press X to make a purchase. Press circle to close the shop. I'm okay. Looking for a woman.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby.
Yes, of course.
And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries. Might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Thanks. For everything.
Master Witches, would you be of a mind to kill the Griffin? Beast's a scourge on our land. Only killed livestock at first, but it's got a taste for human flesh of late. We're afeard to set foot outdoors.
If someone will pay us, won't say no. Help you bandage that up?
Please. I'm not decrepit yet.
Then I'll ask about Yennefer.
Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
For early game, try to save your money. If you need to craft something, you can pin what you need for it. So if you talk to a shop, it will highlight what you need for said thingy. Ah, very good. Thank you so much, Val. That's good. Ask travellers about Yennefer. Talk.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet. Out of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
People are so rude. Options marked triangle will make use of the access sign. This sign influences people's minds, causing them to act according to your will. To charm more stubborn individuals who would otherwise resist during a conversation, invest in the delusion ability. Okay.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh. And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
Put you in your place. Oh no, but I like the cat.
4 factions. 4 what? Factions, teams, suits, similar to clubs and spades, except each... What a waste of time. The Earth shall
Does the show
revolve
give an
around
age
the
for
sun
Geralt?
before you
No,
comprehend these rules.
I don't think it does. Not that I've seen so far.
Why not?
It was a while ago we
Albert
watched the
Gitt,
first season, so I'll need to
assistant
try
professor of
and...
contemporary history
I'll
at
look out for
Oxford
it now
First
that we're
Academy.
watching it again, and I'll let you
Geralt
know.
of Rivia. Witcher, with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not. Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Horsewoman of war? What's that about?
Folk say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war. What it's
I
really
know.
like.
And Val, I swear to God, see,
speeches, but
who's the guy that plays him in the programme? Is it Henry Cavill or something like that?
I see you lack the
Is that his
polish of
name?
the academy.
He speaks
Rape
exactly
and
the same.
cruelty are details of no
Martin
importance
said
to
that
the war's
he's really
course.
good at playing Geralt.
Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
I definitely think you should give it a watch. If you like the game, then I'm sure you would like the programme, because Martin enjoys it. He's a fan of the games. Awesome.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Why not?
Splendid. Here's how it's done.
Yes, I'll need the tutorial. Gwent is an ancient dwarven card game that simulates the clash of two armies in battle. The players are generals and the cards are their forces. Did you? You will go first. To begin, you draw 10 cards. This will be your hand for the rest of the match. You will not draw any more cards, so use this wisely. This is a unit card. The number in the upper left corner indicates its strength. When placed in the battlefield, this value is added to the total strength of the player who placed it. This is the unit's combat row icon. The icon indicates the row in the battlefield where the card can be played. Okay. Some units have special abilities. Morale boost. Weather cards are a type of special card. They reduce the strength of all cards of a given type on the battlefield, including your own. Okay. At the start of each game you can select up to 2 cards to discard and redraw, but let's skip that for now and go straight to playing. Oh god. Right. Press X to select the card from your hand, press X again to place it in the battlefield. Okay. Oh, him. The number on the left by your icon shows the current total strength of your units. The number on the right shows the total strength for that row. Both values are updated when a card is played. Okay. Oh god. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm trying my best. Oh, damn it. Oh, that was stupid. Use the middle, lad. Him? I don't have a clue what I'm doing. Already done it. Oh, that's good. I know it's giving me one each time, but oh well. I need to pass this time, don't I? I don't think I'm winning this. The far left, I think that's for the swords. It goes against the swords. Oh, he's winning. He's won. I can't, I don't have any more cards. Use the leader card. Do that and see what happens. Oh well. Forfeit game.
Well, it's not a game for everyone. It requires an analytical mind.
I don't have an analytical
If you
mind.
ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
So everybody, what have you all got planned for New Year's? You doing much? Do you want me to give you a short catch up in the second game? Yeah, you can give me a short catch up if you want, if it helps with this game. I don't think I'll play the second or first games anyway, Val.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone.
That'd be great,
And
thank
not
you.
just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries. Dresses
As
in
long as
black
it doesn't
and
give
white.
any spoilers.
2 schnapsies.
Schnapsies?
It'll lift your spirits.
I want to be Schnapsy. Oh really, were they on the PS3?
Finding her. That'll lift my spirits.
You look haggard. It's just a few drops to improve your mood. A little schnapsies never hurt a soul.
Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
A little schnapsy never
Yennefer of
killed
Vengerberg.
nobody.
Never mentioned her name.
Oh right, okay, Xbox and PC.
Once I hear
No, that's
something,
fine, I'll never play it then.
forget.
So yeah, that'd be great, as long as there's no spoilers.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
Into Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
What do you do? Who are you?
A mangy vagrant. Gone to Odin, at your service.
Vagrant. That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
None of your business.
Yes. As a vagrant, I deserve no explanation.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Okie dokie. Ask the Nilfgaardians about Yennefer. Geralt was working as a bodyguard for the king. He was the leader of your card game. The king was killed by another witcher. Geralt put on trial for his murder and uses the game to prove that he didn't do it. Ah, okay. That's quite interesting. You can store weapons, armour and junk in your stash. There's also some mage bullshit with Triss and the mage cult. Triss is in the programme. Take it, I go out here. Locked. Oops.
Done drinking?
Oh, they're going to fight me.
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
The lodge.
Better round up someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
What? I could fuck you up
The
by
mage cult,
myself.
is that what they're
If
called?
I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Chet, Lesh, back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson. Man on freak.
God. Literally one hit.
Nice meeting you.
From season 1. Oh, is that what they're called? The lodge?
That war was nigh.
How silly am I not even known that and I've watched it?
Freak.
Okay.
Faster.
You have no idea how much the casting of Triss in the show pissed me off. Oh, I'll soon find out. I've not seen her in this, so I'm sure I'll find out why. I don't know why they do that with certain programmes and stuff like that, because you've got an image in your head of how the person's going to look and stuff, and then they totally change it. It's so annoying. They're doing it as well with The Last of Us. It's Netflix, they're kind of famous for this. Oh really? I agree 1,000. 100,000%.
Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be.
Am I going off-road here? Oh god. The graphics are so nice. Oh, how'd I get off my horse? Dismount. Ah, hurry up, Geralt. Okay, I think I got them all. What did they do to that poor horse? Loot. Oh my god, you can loot in this game. Amazing. I'm not too keen to watch season 2. Oh. Well, we're definitely going to watch it. I like that they've got the wee symbols down the bottom to tell me what to do.
Come on, Roach.
If you've not watched a single minute of the show, I sat down with my little brother and sipped my beer while I laughed. Oh, what's going on here? Push-ups. What does that mean? Alright, okay.
Whoa!
Right, arrow.
Military camp.
Oh, is this for my sword? Sorry. Was it to put my sword away?
I look like a local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher? Captain Peter Sugwin-Levin is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
Yeah, I can't remember if that guard's
ones
back
aren't
or
so
not.
scary
Oh, right,
after
okay.
all. Can even be nice if you want to.
That's my bad.
Don't get accustomed, Nordling.
To the tower. Go.
Just bear with me one wee moment. I just need to get myself some water. Put that there. I just remembered the ball sack armour. Is it this armour I've got on that you mean? Up here. Craftsmen can craft a variety of items for you for a small fee, of course. Blacksmiths forge weapons, armourers make armour. No, for the show, the Nilfgaard armour looked like ball sacks.
How much grain will your village give?
Whatever
Val,
you say,
I definitely think you should give it a go. Give it a chance.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians, that is, took from us earlier.
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatgern. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin in the area. Slay it, and then I shall see what I can do.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on.
Oh god.
They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from
It's a
your
trap.
tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
Gotta gather a specific herb.
Need more information about this griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. A little strange, though.
I'll need bait. A specific herb. Buckthorn. Scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this. But I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No. First came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
Okay.
Tamira and Mislav. Thanks.
Es sund jakten.
Good hunting to you. If your current quest has more than one objective, you can choose which objective is tracked by pressing R3. Okay.
Bobbing about like shit in a bottle.
Once discovered, signposts allow you to travel directly from one location to another. That's great. Nice.
The plague!
There's my horsey. My horse too far away. Hey! Oh, you! Too busy eating.
The Emperor shall guide us straight to the...
Oh! the horse stupid? What are these things that's in here? There's loads of them. Drowners? Oh. I take it I'll get used to seeing things like that in the game. Beep beep. Oh, it's telling me I have to go.
Faster.
Oh, it's telling me to go this way, that's fine.
Whoa, Master Witcher.
I take it there's side quests in this.
Take it easy. Move it.
We dig, 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 the way we way. There is a few, yes. I played, would you call it, I completed Ghost of Tsushima yesterday and I got told that there was so much I'd missed out.
Whoa!
Kings do the fighting.
Because I stuck to the main story. Oh dear. Can I just go in here?
Bad time.
Not at all. Hand me the beggar tickets. The
270 side quests in Ghost of Tsushima?
Versed in herbs.
Probably
or in
saying
this?
too much, but I know a bit. For instance, that beggar tick's poisonous.
In large doses. Small ones soothe pain and bring forth pleasant dreams. Which is all I can
Okay,
hope to
so
do
you were
for
being
her.
sarcastic when you said there's a few. Jesus.
Looking for buckthorn. Know if it grows anywhere around here?
Bottom of the river, where the channel's widest. But you do know that once out of the water...
It'll stink worse than a week-old carcass. Counting on it. I'm
Ugh.
hunting the griffin. Need the buckthorn for bait.
I was thinking... A few years ago we had trouble, drowners under the bridge. The whole village had to pitch in for a witcher. Who now can afford the bounty on a griffin's head?
Captain Peter Sars, something.
Ah, good to know the Black One's looking out for our welfare.
Doubt Emperor Emir cares about you. But this captain just might. Seems like a decent man.
There are no decent men in the army. They're only orders.
Not from here, are you? A lot of bitterness in you. Too much for someone who's spent her life in a hut in the middle of nowhere.
True. And you're in a hurry. Elsewise you'd not use bait, just wait for the griffin to attack again.
Believe we could have an interesting conversation.
Maybe next time.
Tamira. Okay, Roach, let's go.
Hey there.
This way. Oh, Val, we got a new horse in Ghost of Tsushima and I named it Nobu. So, Lil Shit McMuffin is no more. Morty, I don't know if you're still in the chat, but just an FYI to you as well, because you helped name him. I know, how sad. My feelings. I'm so sorry. He'll be... I don't know where he is. I think we just left him and went with a different horse. Oh, I need to chat this one.
Must be out hunting.
L2 to press your Witcher senses. Ah.
Trail's fresh. Mislav just left home.
Okay. I think if you press down one of the on of the sticks of the controller, you can change what waypoint you want. Oh no. When I press down it's feeding me. It did say that though, it did say that I could change the waypoint. Oh, there she is. Oh, sticks. Ah, that's it. It's R3.
You, Mislav?
Thanks, Val.
Wolves? No. Wild dogs.
Yes. More dangerous than wolves.
Where'd you find the Nilfgaardians' bodies?
I'm hunting bigger game. The Nilfgaardians the Griffin killed.
Oh, are they already happening at yours?
Ah, I see. You a witcher. That monster slayer they's talking about in the village.
Are you doing anything for New Year, Val? Martin and I are just having a quiet one, just us.
I gotta kill those mutts before
been a
they
few.
hurt someone. Will you help? That is, if you don't mind blunting your silver blades on them.
Sure. Griffin's not going anywhere.
No. Dogs
Turkey
might,
dinner and
though.
then drink some
So step
games with
careful
friends.
now.
Oh, that sounds
Come on.
perfect.
These
I
dogs
hope you
been a
enjoy
problem
it.
for a while now.
Since the
And I
war
hope
started,
2022 is a
soldier
better
on
year
the
for
march.
you.
He'll stop to rape a woman, strangle her, kill her man for a chuckle, even butcher a cow.
You're welcome.
But a dog, a kick in passing, no more. So these stray mutts form packs.
So do you think you'll be hungover tomorrow?
Guts stuck to their spines, covered in scabies.
Martin and I actually went and got our booster drags done today.
Come on.
Oh no! Oh no, I killed the deer! Oh, I feel bad. Feel bad. Hey, hey! Oh, that deer's stuck. Oh my god, look at that deer. How can I help it? It's stuck! I can't believe I killed this one. Help me, stuck deer. I'm stuck. How am I going to get it out? I can't do anything. Oh my god. Oh! It moved. Hey. Smack it. Oh, aye. Can I... Oh! Right, I put my sword away. How do I hit? Maybe if I jump. Eh. Should I kill it and put it out of its misery? Oh, I can't do anything about it. I don't know what to do, Val. I'll just need to leave it. Sorry, dear. Try Axie.
Dieter.
Push it.
You know him?
We
Maybe when we come out
served
this
at the
story
Lord's
it'll be
Manor
fine.
Together, where the Black Army's encamped now. He was a stable hand, I was the Lord's hunter. But that was before... Well, a long time ago.
Sorry. Hope you weren't close.
No, not at all.
So, can you show me where you found the Nilfgaardians?
Okay, is it back?
Griffin, know anything about
It's
it?
disappeared.
Not much. Not my kind of game.
You're his kind, though. Survival instincts alone ought to make you care.
I walk silent
Raw
through
meat.
the woods. No Griffin can hear me nor spy me.
It must have been freed. Oofed.
'Twas here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
I'll be fine. Not the first Griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
I've gained an ability point. Click to go to the character panel. When you've gained a certain number of experience points, you advance to the next level. You get experience points for killing monsters and completing quests. An ability's colour indicates what branch it belongs to. Use L to select an ability, then develop it by pressing square. So these are the ones I've already got? Yes, okay. Muscle memory. For an ability to take effect, you must first activate it by placing it in any open ability slot. You can deactivate abilities at any time and activate others in their place. Okay. Nice.
Guardians were celebrating.
And yeah, hangover is
Griffin
most likely in the cars that I got 40 something beers. Oh my god. Well, you enjoy it because it's been a tough year for a lot of people. Oh, I can hear noises. Oh! Oh no! Oh! Is there any more? Oh, there is. Where are they? Thought I heard more baddies. Examine the site of the Nilfgaardian soldier's death using your Witcher senses. Oops. You played for like 5 minutes and you've already killed like 17 puppies. But they're bad puppies. They're not nice puppies.
Ground's black, saturated with blood.
Oh, I can hear baddies. They're not bad puppies. Why are they attacking me then? They're bad?
A camp.
What else? Because I walked into their woods. Well, that is fair. That is correct. He's coming for me, I can hear him. I think that's all I can see here, is it not? There's more? Ah!
These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians, probably.
Oh! Nice. Cuckoo. Oh, I don't like that noise, it's scary. For now. Up here. I cannot do that now. I don't know what I tried to do. Oops. Oops. When jumping over large gaps, hold circle during your leap to grab onto.
Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least. Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the Griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying.
Oh, so the Griffin's dead?
Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other Griffin must be a male.
Examine wounds.
Deep cuts over the whole body. Not a drop of blood on the beak or claws. Didn't defend herself. Crept up on her while she slept. Beak tips worn. Gray hairs in the coat. 10, 12 years old. Griffins pair off for life when young. Male must be about the same age. Thick shaft, dense barbs. A royal griffin. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area.
Never underestimate your opponent. This rule is at the core of the Witcher's Code, and for good reason. Proper preparation has saved many a Witcher's life. It is likewise worth your while to brew potions, concoct oils, or visit craftsmen before engaging in combat. Blacksmiths forge weapons well, armourers craft armour. If you expect to battle a strong opponent, you might want to complete some side quests before attacking. This will allow you to gain experience and develop your character, giving you a better chance of winning the fight. Okie dokie.
Burned. Only a human could do this.
A bad human. Oh, does it? That's quite good then. Well, I think you're right actually, because it took me to that box under the bridge. Oh no! Oh, it's a doggo. I thought that was a cat. I blame you for that. Well, it was me. I did kill it. Where's Roach? Hey, there he is. Oh, did she get the hiccups? Did you see that there? I don't think I can cross. Oh yeah, that's fine, I'll cross here. Oh, the yellow markers. Can I kill these guys? Let's try. Oh, they're horrible looking. that's violent. Also, have you checked the proper map yet? No. Where is the map? World map. Player's current position. Oof, that's massive. So these are side quests, and then that's the main one. Let's go to that one then. That one's right here. Place custom marker. Ah, nice. Come on, Roach. Time to do a wee side quest. Oh.
Let's go.
Run, Roach.
Uh-oh, wolfies. Oh my god, there's hundreds of them. Oh no, the wolves are coming!
What happened?
Monsters! Monsters from the swamp!
Oh, they're there.
Folks said the road was fraught with peril, but I wouldn't listen. Got my comeuppance now.
Less moaning, more details. What happened, and how can I help? And remember, I don't work for free.
Witcher's code and all.
Well, was on my way to the Black Ones to trade. Suddenly my horse got spooked, ran clear off the road. We hit a bump. I went flying.
There is also a billboard next to the bar you've at.
Bubbling.
People use them to hang news or Witcher contracts and normally just grab everything
came out
that is on that because they turn into white, so you're sure you have grabbed that one. Ah, okay. I seen that they had said that they were at the billboards, but I hadn't picked any of them up yet.
To go and see. Thought maybe you.
It kind of reminds me of Red Dead, because you do that you get the bounties and stuff on the board.
I beg you.
Fine, I'll go. Let you know if I find that box.
Okay. When one of your quests is updated, a notification will appear on the left side of the screen. Red Dead 2, I've never played the first one. I've not played the second one that much, to be honest, the main story, but I played it like, what do you call it, online, and that's what that reminds me. If you're not currently tracking the updated quest, you can press R3 to start tracking it. Okay. So this is it then. Oh no, I just used my power thing. By accident. How stupid.
Cart tracks. Rode off into the swamp.
Oh no. We're not in combat, it recharges super fast. Oh, that's good then. Just tell me to do. Oh no, I don't need to do that. That's fine. What's that? Oh, I'm getting stung. Gwen is most likely going to be your best friend, hint hint. Oh, okay.
Here's the cart.
I need to kill these guys. Oh!
Not bad.
Well, the noises they make are horrible, aren't they? Witcher sense.
Carts riddled with arrows. Interesting. I should take a look around. Carts riddled with arrows. Square in the neck. Good shot. Either the merchant's got serious memory problems, or he's lying. An arrow. Didn't mention this.
That's not let me do that.
Must be that box he mentioned. Splattered with blood. Human blood.
Come on, Roach. God, you get properly engrossed in this game, don't you? I'm sorry if I went dead quiet there. Also, after 700 plus hours in this game, I never found this quest. Oh, really?
Take it easy.
Oh my god, Val.
Oh,
I can't believe that, considering you played it for so long.
A little wet, but intact.
At last, fortune smiles my way. Yours as well, Witcher. Here, the gold I promised you. Happy trails now.
Nice. So... might as well going back and doing that one. Yay!
Run, Roach.
Did you really just give him the box? I did. Oops. I didn't hear what he said, to be honest, so I just gave him it. Excuse me.
Lost your key, ma'am?
We old woman.
No, not me key. Me pan. It always sat there empty, this hut. That is, till the night afore the battle. A man arrived, walked right in like 'twere his own. Was standing at me window, peering at the goings on. He must have heard, 'cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. So I grabbed me pan, for protection, see? But he just asks all polite, Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I. And you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery. I sits here listening, just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. Baffled for what's he doing,
Me pan.
crying in the dark. But I got a soft heart, so I gave
Where's
it
me
to
pen?
him.
Fascinating story. Any chance you're nearing the end?
Afore dawn, another rode up to the hut. But come morn, only the first fella left. Locked the door, hopped on his horse, and that were all I saw of him, and me pan. 'Twere old, black with sort, not worth much, I suppose. But I've no other. Will you help me, dearie? Bring an old widower pan. I could never break down that door myself. And in truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow. Well, that he's lying there.
Never taken on a pan contract. Fine, I'll go in, look around. You should wait here, just in case.
Oh, here we go. Well, this is the... I know, I'm just looking here. This is the stuff that I have to get, isn't it? I'll get that in a minute. For the main quest. Some objects can be destroyed. Such objects are marked with the triangle icon. Face them and cast the art sign. You can also try hacking at them in your sword. Okay. Hey, can't go under there. Nice. Ew, rotting flesh, that's disgusting. May as well look well in here.
A corpse. Explains the stench.
Oops. Didn't mean to do that.
His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
What's that, dearie?
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh, pressed X too long. Too quick there. There's our pan.
Ah, the priceless frying pan. Scrubbed clean. Looks like the mystery man didn't need the pan so much as the soot off it. To make ink, write letters.
Ah.
But when I gab to myself, they say I'm going barmy.
Examine.
Documents, almost entirely burnt. A few pieces still legible.
Found the pan, have ye?
Yes, my dear.
Here, your frying pan.
Mine? But mine were black with soot. And I could see myself in this one if I wanted. But them years are past.
It was the soot the man needed. He scraped it off to make ink. Must have had an urgent letter to write. Urgently burned some other documents too.
And the other fellow?
Dead. Round up a few boys and bury him outside the village. Deep, so the necrophages don't dig him up. And take my advice. Don't mention this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about! You've earned a token of thanks. For the road.
Aw, thank you. All I did was went in and get your pan and lit a candle.
Fry up a nice
Okay. What's the rest of them?
Don't know I could. Should
Is that
talk
all I
to
needed?
Vesemir.
I only need one. Okay, where's the next quest? There's one down here.
The goodness world knows a merchant who travelled to live.
Getting his steps up in his Fitbit. Geralt has learned from experience to keep a close eye on his surroundings as he travels, for he never knows when he'll run into someone or something of interest. A damsel in distress, a merchant peddling rare waves, or a nest of pesky monsters.
Freak.
So this is it here. Nice.
What do you say? Who told you that?
Oh no, I'm going the wrong way.
You're never to sing that rhyme again. Never. And you're not to play with Chetty no more. Sweet Melita. They'll resettle us all south of the Uinta.
Chetty's my best mate.
Bring in the charge.
What's wrong with my phone?
Oh, has it disappeared? I thought I had a thing to do here. I must have done it. Okay.
What the fuck am I to do? Eh?
This man's not happy.
What happened here?
Oh, got a wee bit chilly the night, so I set fire to my forge. Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners. What do you think happened, dimwit? Some
Scottish.
bugger set alight me workshop. I've lost everything. Everything!
Easy on the insults. I could add to your misfortune. Any suspects?
Have you ever met a happy
damn
dwarf?
village. I've lived here half a century. Thought they saw
No.
me as one of their own. But everything
Is that what you mean,
changed
a
when the
dwarf?
Black Ones came. I'm the only smith around, so I got to service their garrison. Bang dents out of plate, shoe horses. That sort of thing. Nilfgaardians don't pay me a bloody copper. Just give me supplies and orders. The humans can't fathom that. They think I'm getting rich off their misfortune. That I sleep on a pile of gold like a ploughing dragon. They've stopped talking to me. Spit when I pass. And now this.
I can find your arsonist, provided you're willing to pay.
I've not much left, but I'll give you all if you bring me that horse in, so that he gets what he deserves. The night of the fire, I heard movement outside my hut. Went out to see if I could find any tracks, but found nothing. But then I haven't got cat eyes, have I? Good luck.
Oh, is it him? I didn't even know that he was a dwarf. The world is brimming with interesting places filled with dangerous treasure. Such sites are marked. I didn't even realise, I thought he was sitting down. Some sites are marked on your minimap with the following icons. I thought he was sitting down. That's bad.
Good man. Whose field is that? The other side.
I think after this one I'm going to turn it off, guys. go and see if I can get some dinner prepped. I'm not too sure what we're going to have tonight. I'm not sure if Martin will be on tonight, playing some Dark Souls 3. I'm not too sure. I think he might come on for a few hours. Yeah, definitely. We're going to get something. I don't know what we're going to have though. I'm not too sure. Last night we had some chicken korma. It was beautiful. I recommend that you eat a lot of food, Valhalla. If you're going to be drinking all those beers. Dinner will be ready here in a moment. Oh, no problem. I hope you enjoy it. You'll be starving. You were hungry hours ago. Oh my god, did you not have breakfast? I can't not have a breakfast. Every time I got up, that's the first thing I think about. Having some breakfast. We just have a cereal though. Morty, hello! What are you doing for New Year's, Morty? I don't remember the last time I ate a breakfast. There's a lot of people like that, I know. I've heard a lot of people don't actually like having anything to eat in the mornings. But I'm the total opposite.
Do that often?
I have a cereal and some coffee.
It's my brother's, Bastion's. But guess he's mine now. See, Bastion fought the Black Ones in a battle just outside the village. Haven't had word of him since. I told him, do like I did, lose a finger or two so they won't recruit you. Too damn afeard he was. Bloody hell.
I'd walk the battlefield if I were you.
I did. Sea of corpses. And corpsers feeding. Someone told me they're afeard of fire, so I took a torch, tried to chase them off. Horse shite, I tell you. Would have ended up eaten alive if it weren't for Hussar here. Listen, guessing you carry those swords for more than show. Come with me. Keep the ghouls off. Help me find Bastion and I'll pay you well.
Fine.
Not much more to we're the same.
Just
Martin's working at 8 o'clock in the morning, so
chances
we'll just be spending the bells together. And then chilling out.
I would have thought, but I want to find his body at least. So Bastion don't rot there in the sun.
That's what we call it when it hits midnight, we call it the bells.
Meet me on the hill overlooking the battlefield. We'll move on together from there.
And then tomorrow we'll probably have dinner with his mum and dad again. I think we're just going to get a Chinese though. When was this game made? Just out of curiosity. I wonder if this is a remaster or something that Martin's got. Came out in 2015. I'm starting to think this might be a remaster. Not a remaster, it just looks damn good. It's impressive. Oh.
So many corpses, and the war just started.
Meet June near the battlefield.
You're here, good. Bastion... his body must be here somewhere.
Among countless others. Want to examine them one by one? Could take a while.
You needn't fret. The recruits from White Orchard painted a small flower on their shields so as to be able to spot each other in battle. There was just a few of them. We look for the flowers, we'll find Bastion quick.
No offense, but many a soldier's dropped his shield. Especially if he was on the losing side.
If we find the shield alone, Hussar will catch the scent and lead us to Bastion. Come on. Sooner we get this done, the better.
Objectives will sometimes direct you to a general area when the exact position of your target is unknown. Okay. take it I can sell all of this. Oh! Oh, that's horrible. I nearly killed this dog. Oops. Is that his dog making that noise? Oh, there's a shield.
That him?
No.
No?
Maybe his son.
Look for the glowing red stuff, the yellow is less important. Ah, thanks, pal.
Come on, Hussar.
Oh!
Come on.
Boy?
Oh.
That him?
No. Doesn't look anything like him.
Okay.
Come on, Hussar. Can you smell Bastion, boy?
That's not him, is it?
No.
No.
Maybe his son.
Okay.
Come on, Hussar. Can you smell Bastion, boy?
Oh, it's sad, isn't it?
Still nothing.
Oh. That was the guy we seen, wasn't it? This is just a baddie.
Want those ghouls to eat me alive? Stop running like a scalded cat. Help me.
I'm not helping you. Shut up. I'm sure I checked this one. Maybe not.
Reckon this ain't a good time to chat. Let's see what we've come.
Skin's burned off. Might be hard to tell, I know, but could this be him?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it is?
Bastion was big, broad-shouldered. This one seems smaller, but maybe it's the fire did that.
Aww.
We found him! The SARS caught and he's sent! Come on!
Follow the dog's trail.
But there is more. My lieutenant demanded we defecate on command. Ballista bolts, landing all around, and all he could say was, "A soldier with a full stomach will not step onto the battlefield." Now shit, that is an order. Can you believe it? The cretin.
Stop! You're killing me. My ribs. It hurts to laugh.
That needs a tourniquet. But first, want to explain what's going on here?
Bastion! Is he... Has this Nilfgaardian captured you?
No. He saved my life. I got a cut to my side, and then got hit in the head. Couldn't see anything. Rosin here found me as he crawled across the battlefield. His legs twisted. And so we were. A blind man leading a cripple. Found this place.
I'm taking you home. We need to see to these wounds.
I won't leave Rosin here. Alone he'll die.
And he can't go back to his home. He's deserted. They'll hang him.
And what if they find him with us? They'll hang us all, my Laisha included. No, the Blacken stays here.
If not for him, Bastion be dead.
Bastion only made it with the Black One's help. Maybe you ought to show him Nordlings aren't as barbarous as Nilfgaardians make us out to be.
Well, I could give him our pa's clothes, teach him to work the field. But that accent... Fine, I'll take him in. Thank you, Witcher. Your reward. And the gods protect you.
Yay, we did it. Well done to us. To have your horse come to you, yep, I know that. Okie dokie then, guys. Well, I'm going to save the game. You did a thingy. I did a thingy. I done it. And it's all with your help as well, so thank you so much. I think I saved it there. Yes, that's fine. Well, I must say, it is a really good game. I'm really enjoying it. It's right up my street. Definitely excited to play this one. I might be on at some point tomorrow. Martin's working anyway. I know it's New Year, so I wouldn't even worry about it if none of you can come on. I'll still come on and play anyway if I can. But I hope you all have an amazing New Year. Hopefully 2022 is a better year for us all. I know that it's nearly 2 years since the pandemic happened, but all we can do is stay safe and hope that we get through another year together of this. Same to you, tell the wife I said hello. Yes, I will do. I'll let Martin know that you said that. We're just going to have a quiet one, but I hope you all have a great time. Val, hope you're not too hungover tomorrow. Make sure that you've got loads of munchies, loads of snacks, just in case. But enjoy yourself anyway, enjoy your beers. Everybody enjoy it, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for being here, and Happy New Year to you all. Snacks means beer, right? Yes, of course. Of course it means beer. Enjoy it. Speak to you soon, guys. Bye.